Hello guys, welcome to Robotic Electronics YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn about types of gears and about gears. It is quite interesting to listen about gears. In the field of robotics, the mechanical movements can be only accomplished with the help of gears. So let us move on to the topic. What is a gear? A gear is a kind of machine element in which teeth are cut around cylindrically or cone-shaped surfaces with equal spacing. By meshing a pair of these elements, they are used to transmit the rotational forces for the driving of the shaft to the driven shaft. Gears can be classified based on the shape as an involute, cycloid, and tricycloid gears. They can also be classified based on the shaft position as parallel shaft gears, intersecting shaft gears, and non-parallel and non-intersecting shaft gears. Really, the history of gears is very old, and the usage of gears already appears in the ancient Greece times only. A gear can make the mechanical movement in the respective way that can be used for the particular application. Let us move on to types of gears. What are the types of gears? SPUR gear, helical gear, rack and pinion gear, it is known as rack gear, bevel gear, spiral bevel gear, worm gear, internal gear, and there are much more gears. Today, these are the most important gears which are frequently used. So we are going to discuss about these gears in this video. See, you can look at an image at this area. Here you can see an application which involves different types of gears with their type. Like this is the worm wheel, it is a worm gear, it is a internal gear, it is a gear coupling, it is a meter gear, involuntary spiral shaft bushings, screw gear, ratchet, pinion, rack, involute spine shafts, spiral bevel gear, side bevel gear, spur gear, helical gear. See, a small application can be required many types of gears. So we shall look after the one. Spur gear. Actually, a gear is a kind of machine element where teeth are cut around with equal spacing. With that, spur gear, in the similar way, spur gears are made belongs to the parallel shaft gear group and are cylindrical gears with a tooth line which is straight and parallel to the shaft. Spur gears are mostly used gears that can achieve high accuracy with relatively easy production processes. They have the characteristic of having no load in the axial direction. The larger of the meshing pair is called the gear and the smaller is called the pinion. Like if you have two gears, like here, meshing gear and pinion. If you have two combined for the movement. This is all about the spur gear. You can look at the image of the spur gear. Next one is the helical gear. Helical gears are used with the parallel shafts similar to the spur gears and cylindrical gears with winding tooth lines. They have better teeth meshing than spur gears and superior quietness that can transmit higher loads, making them suitable for high-speed applications. When using helical gears, they create thrust force in the axial direction, necessitating the use of thrust bearings. Helical gears can come with the right hand and left hand twist, require opposite hand request for the mesh pairing. Like you can look at the helical gears. These are in the few small words you can say that these are very much similar to the spur gear, but only the gear writings like the gear structure here is slanting as compared to the spur gear that holds higher thrust. Now coming to the rag gear. Actually, this long one is known as the rag gear. The above one is the pinion. Two gears attached. The smallest one is called the pinion, and this long one is the rag gear. A small sized and shaped teeth cut at equal distances along a flat surface or a straight rod is called a rag gear. A rag gear is a cylindrical gear with the radius of pitch cylinder being infinite. By meshing with a cylinder gear pinion, it converts rotational motion into the linear motion. Gear racks can be broadly divided into straight tooth racks and helical tooth racks, but both have straight tooth lines. By machining the ends of gear racks, it is possible to connect gear racks end to end. This is all about the rack gear. And next one is the bevel gear. Bevel gear have a cone-shaped appearance and are used to transmit force between two shafts, which intersect at a point. A bevel gear has a cone as its pitch surface, and its teeth are cut along the cone. Kinds of bevel gears include straight bevel gears, helical bevel gears, spiral bevel gears, meter gears, angular bevel gears, crown gears, and much more. This is something about the bevel gears. Out of that, a spiral bevel gear is most important. Spiral bevel gears are bevel gears with curved tooth lines. Due to the higher tooth contact ratio, they are superior to straight bevel gears in efficiency, strength, vibration, and noise. On the other hand, they are more difficult to produce. Also, because the teeth are curved, they cause thrust forces in axial direction. Within the spiral bevel gears, the one with zero twisting angle is called zero bevel gear. This is quite interesting gear. Next one is the worm gear. A worm gear, a screw shape cut on the shaft, is the worm gear. The matting gear is the worm wheel, and together on non-intersecting shafts is called a worm gear. Worms and worm wheels are not limited to cylindrical shapes. There is the hourglass type, which can increase the contact ratio, but production becomes more difficult. Due to the sliding contact of the gear surfaces, it is necessary to reduce the friction. For this reason, generally a hard material is used for the worm gear and a soft material is used for the worm wheel. Worm wheel is something you have seen before, like in the picture, like even here you can see this is the worm gear, and another one that is to drive in is the worm wheel, which is made with the light material. Even though the efficiency is low due to the sliding contact, the rotation is smooth and quiet. When the lead angle of the worm is small, it creates itself a self-locking feature. This is all about the worm gear. Finally, this is the internal gear. Internal gear have teeth cut on inside of the cylinder or cones and are paired with external gears. The main use of the internal gears are used for planetary gear drives and gear shaft couplings. There are limitations in the number of teeth differences between internal and external gears due to involute interference. The rotational directions of the internal and external gears in the mesh are the same, while they are opposite when the two external gears are in the mesh. This is about the internal gear. Actually, this completes about the basic gears discussion. But it is finally I can conclude in a few lines that gears are very much important. Like these are some of the basic gears which are very much required to know before working on to the mechanical applications. In the similar way, for development of any product or prototype or something in the mechanical part, it is very important to maintain the mechanical structure, that is the gear structure, in the proper manner to enhance much efficiency. This completes about the gears. Please subscribe to this channel and like our video. Thank you.